We made it to a Friday. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Market Brief for Friday, August 16th. U.S. stocks sprinted higher on back of strong July end earnings, healthy economic data, and a dovish Fed rhetoric. Nasdaq closes up 2%. The S&P Dow advance as growth view brightens and Walmart soars. Don't forget to join me this coming Sunday for Selection Sunday podcast, where I will do a deep dive into what's happening with Nike. So just do it. You know what time it is? Let's get briefed. Commodities and crypto. Crude oil, $77.92 a barrel, up 1.2%. Natural gas trading at $2.19 per MMBTU, down nearly 1%. Gold trading at $2,455. Silver up 2.7 at $28.33, while copper is also up about 2.1% at $4.12. Bitcoin continues to slide here a little bit. Bitcoin is currently trading at $57,133. The S&P 500 ended up 1.4%, essentially wiping out the loss it had logged during August. And the Nasdaq Composite was up 2.3%. The S&P and the Nasdaq, with these returns, it marks their sixth straight advance. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was up 1.4%, a third consecutive win for that index. 9 of the S&P 500's 11 sectors finished higher Thursday, led by consumer discretionary, which was up about 3%, while real estate and utilities slipped. Dow gainers were led by Cisco and Walmart. With regards to yields soared as prices fell. The 10-year U.S. Treasury yield rose 8 basis points to a yield of 3.92%, and the 2-year yield rose 14 basis points to a yield of 4.11. So what happened on Thursday? Well, it was a perfect trifecta for the stock market. Stocks sprinted higher on the back of strong July-end earnings, especially from Cisco, Deere, and Walmart. We also had very healthy economic data from retail sales as well as jobless claims, and dovish Fed rhetoric. We had 2 Fed officials basically signaled a rate cut would arrive at the September meeting, which the market is expecting as well, but it's also a message investors expect Powell to deliver at next week's Jackson Hole conference. We also had very positive headlines. Headlines such as this, which was from Bloomberg: Quants are poised to unleash a wave of cash into the stock market. And another headline from Goldman, or the Goldman Sachs trading desk: Goldman buyback desk flooded with record orders during stock swoon. With the major indices having recouped most of their slump from earlier in the month, performance anxiety or fear of missing out is on the rise. And as a result, people are chasing the rally. Artificial intelligence, AI, still remains top of focus in Q2 earnings, according to Goldman Sachs. As of August 13th, 456 companies representing 87% of the S&P 500's market cap have reported Q2 earnings figures, and artificial intelligence still remains one of the top focus points for firms alongside the status of the labor market and the health of the consumer, according to a Goldman Sachs note. Goldman Sachs had a couple of observations of some of Wall Street's most prominent companies are saying about AI in their latest earnings report. Amazon. During their earnings report, Amazon said, during the second quarter, we saw continued growth across both generative AI and non-generative AI workloads. What did BlackRock have to say during their update? Well, we see particularly strong demand for opportunities in the AI data centers and energy transition spaces. AI cannot truly happen without investments in infrastructure. Visa. During their call, they said, first of all, to frame it is, we are all in on generative AI at Visa, as we've been all in predictive AI for more than a decade. Even Bank of America, during their earnings call, they said, we have delivered more than 6 million insights here today to our financial advisors, providing them proactively engage with clients. AI has moved from cost-saving ideas to enhancing the quality of our customer interactions. T-Mobile, what did they have to say? They say, I think AI is on every customer's mind. I think we're seeing the major companies really pushing ambitiously in the space. The AI trade, it's still there. This is going to be a mega trend that's probably going to continue to stay with us as we move forward. You certainly want to be exposed to these opportunities. Make it a part of your portfolio, but make sure you choose wisely. This coming Sunday, I will do a deep dive into Nike. It's been a struggle for Nike over the past few years. However, there is some headlines recently. Bill Ackman, hopefully many of you know Bill Ackman, he has taken a position with Nike. Ackman tends to be an activist investor. If he's buying Nike, probably he sees something that can be a catalyst for this company to turn around. With him actually getting involved, that already acts as a catalyst. But I'll do a little deep dive into Nike. Is this something that maybe we should consider for our portfolios? Is this something, as the tagline goes, just do it? So please join me this Sunday. Download the podcast Selection Sunday, where I'll do a little bit deeper dive into Nike. That wraps up this edition of the Morning Market Brief. For those keeping score, I do have a 7 a.m. class confirmed at F45. Still going strong. This is my 4th time going within the past 1 week. Feel good. All the aches and pains are finally gone. Anyways, invest in yourself is the best investment you can make. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed the podcast, please share the Morning Market Brief with a friend or colleague today. Have a fantastic Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. Let's go to work.